It's important to talk about my grief because it lets out the feelings that you need to let out and not like hold it in and let it out in a wrong way.
I've always been a happy person and I didn't want people to see me like that, but I felt the more that I did that, I kind of just like was eating at my insides a little bit because I wasn't expressing myself, and it just really helps to get your emotions out there and to express what you're feeling, and just talking about it and getting it out on the table makes it easier to cope.
When someone loses someone in the family, when a family member dies, that length of time of the depression or the change is really long, and I think that expression helps shorten it.
I think it's important to talk about grief because when it's all built up, you get angry and just different emotions that kind of make it hard to just live in everyday life.
I think it's important to talk about grief because so that you get it off your chest and it's not built up emotion.
I don't really talk, I usually draw pictures.
I write, don't really like talking.
Either writing, reading.
I mainly talk to my friends, but things like working out really help me, and then like I guess art helps me a lot, and just doing things that also express myself, so being adventurous even, I guess, and doing things that I used to do with my mom.
Letting out your grief isn't all about talking your feelings out. Sometimes it's just being a kid.
Play and sometimes go outside, play and be active.
Something as simple as playing on the playground brings up the discussion of, did you know that my daddy died? And just the fact of knowing that somebody else is going through what they're experiencing as well opens up so much more opportunity for them to talk and grieve even more.
I know that I'm not the only one, and there's a lot of fun like I had with my father. It just makes me feel comfortable.
Brookes Place helps because it helps me get out my feelings that I need to get out in a positive way and not in a angry way towards people I shouldn't be taking it out on.
I think just having people around that understand what you're going through and they understand how you're feeling when you tell them this is what's going on, and they can tell you what to do and be there for you.
Brookes Place is offering a safe place to grieve. We grieve everywhere we go, whether these kids are at school or at home or with their friends. And Brookes Place offers a safe place where they're not told how to do it, or that they need to stop grieving, or that they're different for grieving. Here they have a true support group with kids that have gone through similar things and people who really care about them.
Not a lot of my friends obviously had parents that had died, and so I felt like people had sympathy for me, but they didn't really understand what I was going through well enough to, I don't want to say have the right kind of sympathy, but we didn't really connect about it. But when I come here, I feel like people actually understand what I'm going through, and people that have already gone through it have helped me cope better than people who are trying to tell me to do things that they don't really know are right.
I personally know I don't know where I would be if I didn't have Brookes Place. If I didn't have these friends that I've made and the people that I've talked to, because it really is something that's really special. Going through grief and a loss is something that sticks with you for the rest of your life. And knowing that you have something as special as Brookes Place and the people that are here, you never want to give it up. I owe Brookes Place the world.